What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I thought it's time to bring another Nioh video, and basically what I wanted to discuss today was if you've played the game, you've gone from 1 to 50 or 1 to 75, you're starting to get to, Act 3, Act 4 of the game, and you're starting to wonder what build you should be playing, and also what is the most efficient way for you to get some more levels, get some more Amrita, maybe get some money, get some gear so that you can disenchant it for the blacksmith, anything like that. I wanted to show you a potential build, but also a mission that you can farm that once you have it figured out, it's actually quite easy to do, and therefore gets you I did it personally. I did it from level, I think, 75 to 125, and it got progressively easier every time I did it. And so yeah, I just thought I'd share that. So first of all, just to show you, when I started this out, when I started doing this was what my stats were. So as I said, level 75. What I had done is I'd relearned I used the item to relearn my stats, and so I gave myself predominantly a dexterity build, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to go ninjutsu, and I wanted to go shurikens and kunai and storm kunai and everything like that, which I'll explain in the video as well. And so I stacked it like this. The reason why I have 16 in Constitution is so that I can wear the armor that I'll show you as well, which you should try to get. And then also the reason why I have the in skill there is the same thing. Dexterity is just my boost stat for my damage, and also because I use a Kusurigama. And then magic is just enough so that I have access to some on-your magic, like regeneration and all of that. And then of course I do have, some additional points in courage so that I get some key recovery. So I think this was basically just me recording here while I was supposed to be having this discussion with you. And then if we go here and we just look at the equipment here, you'll see that what I'm using is I'm using Flying Kato or Master of Illusion, 6 pieces, and that's because it gives you a lot of additional damage to your ninjutsu, and also allows you to have ninjutsu without, actually consuming it. So if you build it the way that I've built it here, you're gonna have access to 10 shurikens, 10 kunai, 6 storm kunai, and then some other things as well, which we'll look at now. And basically, as I said, the point here is that I'm using the 6-piece Master Illusion is of course the Swift Hawk, which is a katana, and then like the 5 pieces of the armor. Now the best place for you to get this at this point in the game, when you get to Act 4, is you do the veteran dojo, ninja dojo basically, and you can keep doing that over and over again, and it will always drop you these Flying Kato pieces. So eventually you can see here, this isn't optimized at all. I basically took almost the first ones that dropped and just started using them, because more than anything else you're looking for the the 6-piece bonus, and then obviously you can refine it. Now just off the bat, something that I just want to mention is, if you're not in New Game Plus yet, the point is that you shouldn't be breaking your ass for trying to get like the best in drops, anything like that, because once you get to New Game Plus, that's when you're really going to start farming for gear and trying to get inheritables across and all of that stuff. So at the moment right now, the most important thing for me was just getting the 6-piece bonus to come alive, because that really does produce a shitload of additional damage, especially if you're using any ninjutsu. So then if we're going down here, the mission that I'm talking about is after you do the first mission of Act 4. It's called the Refined Man of the Underworld. Now this mission basically has you fight against 2 normal monsters, and then 2 bosses essentially, and we'll watch a full playthrough of it now. But as you can see here, the level recommended is 79. So originally when you show up here at 75, it might be a little fucking saucy, and you might be have to check it out. But essentially, as you can see here, as I said, I run the Kusurigama, so I'm basically just, murdering this first fucking Gaki. And then, of course, it's going to spawn one of these fucking gorilla bastards who I just, love to death. But basically, you're just trying to take this dude down without taking too much damage. Again, I do want to mention that this is by no means a optimized run, and as I said, this was when I was starting out doing this. And so of course, once you do this a bunch of times, and especially once you start leveling up a little bit, then this is going to get easier and easier and easier. But this is going to be your first test here. So this Gozuki spawns, and basically you take him on. The trick here specifically with this stage is that as you can see, I'm using this ridge here to get him to come down. Then I go to the top, and you can sometimes get hit at the top there, and sometimes you won't. But basically, you can keep this sort of strategy going the whole time. So as he's down there, I can throw him with kunai and fucking storm kunai or whatever. Sometimes he can hit you, but it doesn't do a terrible amount of damage. And then, as you can see there, what I just used there now, which I'll explain, basically just fucking nuclear strikes this boss and kills him. Now, if you don't kill him fast enough, or if you kill him fast enough, the Mizuki spawns, which is the last boss of this particular thing. Now, this boss is basically the same as the previous one, just obviously deals more damage, has a really fucking hectic melee grab that they can do that deals quite a bit of damage, and then of course shoots these ghosts that deal damage and also, you know, reduce your ki. Using the same strategy, you'll notice that I use the elevation to my advantage here, basically just picking at him, and at some point he's going to pull you into the underworld. This is when he gets a little bit more dangerous, but again here you can see that all I'm doing is I'm using the elevation to avoid his attacks and basically just using my skills. As you can see here, now I'm just hitting him with some fireballs and he's fucking going down. So all of these skills that I used here are ninjutsu skills, and these are some of the new ones here. So they're in this area of the build here. So at the top here, of course, you have kunai and storm kunai and all of this other shit. But over here, you have thunderous hell feathers, and basically they deal in 3 elements. So you have like lightning, and you have like an ice element, and then you have fire. Now all 3 of these, you know, and there's two variants of each are good, but basically just start with 1, level it up to 3, start equipping and start using it. Now, the trick with this shit is, if you are able to reduce your enemy, so first of all, when you use this on something, it does a shitload of ki damage. It does a little bit of damage, but a shitload of ki damage. The trick though is, if the thing that you're using it on has no ki, then this deals a fuck ton of damage. And this is of course affected by your ninjutsu strength and all of that. So that's what you were seeing there when I hit that Gozuki, like with 1 fucking lightning bolt basically, and it just annihilated him. So definitely start using that, and that's also the reason why I ended up fucking, you know, speccing into dexterity and into ninjutsu, because I think that this is broken as hell, and I think that once you optimize this and get, you know, the right gear and everything like that, it's just gonna be fucking broken. So in the background here right now, you just have another couple of runs basically going, and I think the point that I was also trying to make here was that even if the run goes tits up, like I think in this one that you're watching here right now, I get hit a bunch of times, I get fucked up, everything like that. Due to the fact that you have such strong skills in those, you know, the steel feather or the, you know, the fireball and all of that, and just basically all the other skills, you're able to compensate that and still deal with, you know, these, you know, fucking enemies and, you know, take them down. So all in all, repeating this run over and over gets you just under 24,000 gold per run, and gets you just over 80,000. At least to me, it was giving me 80,000 Amrita per run. Now, of course, if you stack Amrita, you know, plus or anything like that on your gear, as you can see there, I'm just fucking, you know, wailing on these guys, then you're of course going to be able to get even more Amrita from this. And as I said, every level that you get from here on, it just gets more and more easy to kill these guys fast. So at the moment that you're watching here right now, this is taking me just over 2 minutes in 1 run to do, but you can get this down, like I have it down now to just over like 50 seconds. So yeah, you can really optimize it, and it's a really easy way for you to get to about 115, 120, 125, and then of course you can decide if you want to go in another direction, anything like that, and basically just respec. But I do like that about Nioh, is that you can get sort of these areas where you can be a little bit over leveled, or you can juke them a little bit with the map, and then you can, with the stage, and you can fuck with them. But that's it. I hope that this has been helpful to you. Let me know in the comments down below if you have found another XP farm or something like that that's better than this, something that you prefer to do. Remember, of course, that this is pre-New Game Plus, so this is still when you're trying to get to your new game, and so I don't see a lot of content for that, so I thought maybe I'd share that. But if you like this, please go ahead and you know, comment and like down below, as I've mentioned. And if you really liked it, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because it helps me to bring more content like this to you. and it means a lot to me. So in any case, thanks for sticking around, thanks for watching, and have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good evening wherever you are, and until next video, fucking cheers.
They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me.